Welcome to the Scioto Valley Game of the Week, live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
And good evening, everybody, from Waverly High School. Hayden Milliken, Todd Harris here with you. It is tournament time as the Waverly Tigers take on the New Lexington Panthers. Division 4, and yeah, we're kind of in a tight space up here, knocked into one another a moment ago. But so, Todd, either way, your first time up here in a little while.
Yeah, it's been a year or two since. Well, I was here last year for a couple games, but first one this year. But it's like riding a bike. You know, I spent many hours here over the years with my sons playing, and I did go last year. I watched this same matchup over at OU when the Tigers got the better of a higher-seeded New Lexington last year. I believe Hunter Houck got the win in that one, who's starting for us tonight also.
Yes, we'll get to the New Lexington and Waverly starting lineups here in just a minute. The winner of this one this evening will move on to take on Uniota and McLean. That's going to be over at Logan High School, so a little bit of a drive over there.
Yeah, there's no good route to get to Logan from our area.
It's
here.
all country.
Then winding roads. Last time I went over there, I was within inches of hitting a deer on the way back. So it's not my favorite route, but
was it between New Plymouth and Union Furnace?
I don't know the names of the little towns over there, but.
So again, we got Waverly and New Lexington this evening. The lineups beginning first for the New Lexington Panthers. They are in the Muskingum Valley League, which is mostly teams north of us. So for New Lex, we got Nate Godke, we got Tanner Toth, Clay Miller, we got Carter Hahn, Paul Stinson, Carson Fortner, Wyatt Givens, Gus Pearson, and Nick Metzger. Again, Godke, Toth, Miller, Hahn, Stinson, Fortner, Givens, Pearson, and Metzger. On the hill pitching for New Lexington will be Nate Godke. Catching will be Toth. Excuse me, Toth is pitching, my bad. I looked at the wrong numbers here. So Toth is pitching, and catching is going to be Stinson. Godke is going to be out there. So we got Miller is the designated hitter. He is in there for a Newland, who is first baseman. Second baseman is going to be Gus Pearson. Third baseman is going to be Givens. And shortstop is going to be Godke. Left field is going to be Hahn. Center field, Metzger, and right field, Fortner. And for the Waverly Tigers here, starting the leadoff hitter, Hunter Houck, then Will Armstrong, Cage Alexander, Caleb Cox, Braylon Spriggs, Liam Cross, and there's the drum solo. Landon Ramey, Gunnar Myers, he's a designated hitter in place of Tegan Hurt, and Mason Sparks. Perfect timing right there. So there's the starting lineups for both Waverly and New Lexington. So we're going to have this one in just a few minutes. What we're going to do is we're going to take our first break. We'll come back and talk a little more about this one here in just a couple minutes on Total Media Sports.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal. Local knowledge, personalized service, and a commitment to getting it done right. Call today or search listings now by Googling Todd Harris Realty, your hometown real estate experts.
Hometown Chevrolet knows that it takes a great team to win, so we've assembled some of the best sales and service professionals in the area to help you out here at Hometown Chevrolet. Experience the hometown difference today at 501 West Emmett Avenue, or visit us online at yourhometownschevy.com. Hometown Chevrolet is your hometown Chevy dealer, and we want to wish all area sports teams a great season.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Hayden Milliken, Todd Harris back here with you at Waverly High School. Coaches meeting going on right now on the field. Only a few minutes before the start of this one this evening. Division IV tournament contest against Waverly and New Lexington. Real quick, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Hometown Chevrolet, First National Bank, Kirchhoff Automotive, Botkin Hornback Funeral Home, Quick Stop Lube and Tire, Clinkers Lumber Builder Supplies, and Todd Harris Realty. I don't know if I know that guy.
Yeah,
familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I believe they're the longest tenured broker in the county now. So.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, thank you to our local area sponsors.
Yeah, we got the umpires meeting here. Go over a couple of the ground rules here. There's a couple of quirks on the field here that they go over sometimes. If the ball would happen to go in those spots, what to do and what the ruling is.
So getting ready for this one this evening between Waverly and New Lexington.
Does our scoreboard not work?
It does out in the distance. It'll be there. Sometimes I have a hard time seeing it from back here, but it does work.
Well, yeah. Well, our vantage point here, if we're solo, it's wonderful. But since there's 5 of us up here, it's a little tight squeeze. So.
We got 2 stream crew members, 2 broadcasters. We got Snod next to us doing the PA, so it's a little crowded in here. And playing Eye of the Tiger.
Yep,
talking about his music selection. We were talking about that earlier. He played you that EDM remix of The Gambler, and you completely missed it.
Well, you were talking to me. You threw me off.
I distracted you. Maybe I didn't want you to hear it. Maybe I was protecting your ears.
Yeah.
So getting ready to introduce both New Lexington and Waverly. We'll have the national anthem in just a moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to step aside for a moment for the national anthem. There you have it, our national anthem. Getting ready to introduce the starting lineups for Waverly and New Lexington here this evening. Waverly Tigers coming in here, and well, I got to ask you something, Todd. While we got a couple minutes here, I got to ask you: did Bo charge you for parking on your way in?
No, I got I got a free pass coming in here. Got a free water, so it's all good here.
I'm surprised he didn't see you think, what's he doing here? I'm going to charge him double.
I just saw Bo at a graduation party on Sunday, so he knew I was coming anyway. So, but we'll go over a little bit here. We got Hunter Houck, senior, on the hill for the Tigers tonight. As I said, he beat this same team last year over at Athens. He comes in with only a 3-3 record, but he has 49 innings pitched with 78 strikeouts,
Right.
and a .43 ERA. Now, if you got a .43 ERA, one would think that your record's better than 3-3, but I believe he suffered a couple of 1-0 losses this year. But he's had a good 2-year run here on the hill, so this is their last time on this field, regardless of what happens tonight. So
It's funny you mention that because if you look at Waverly's final scores, a lot of them came within one run. We're talking about, now I don't know how many of those Houck pitched compared to other pitchers. I know he was a victim of a couple of them.
Well, yeah, I know.
Walk-offs, not in their favor either.
Yeah, he's pitched. I mean, if you got a .43 ERA, I mean, yeah, that's spectacular, really. He was named first team All-District here this week, so
Definitely the right guy to have on the hill for the tournament.
exactly. He's only given up 3 earned runs all season. And, you only give up 3 earned runs, and you got 3 losses. And something malfunctioned in a couple of those games, maybe a late inning error or something to lose those close ones. But probably look for more of the same tonight. Waverly's offense hasn't been tremendous this year, but they've been in almost every game, even though they're 11-11. It could be much better than that. So.
Godkey, the leadoff hitter here for New Lexington, with Toth and Miller waiting on deck. Getting ready to start this one again, as we were talking about a moment ago. Hunter Houck on the hill for Waverly pitching this evening. And once the music stops, we'll have this one in just a moment. So here we go. Godkey up to bat for the New Lexington Panthers. First pitch coming by Houck, and that one going to be clipped a little bit. Maybe 0-1. Got just a little bit of that one. No balls, 1 strike here. Going to try to keep stats here with lack of space. Going to try to find a hard surface here to write on. The pitch here by Houck, and that one's going to be fouled off, 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes to count here to Godkey. Again, Godkey is shortstop for New Lexington. Top half of the first inning. No balls, 2 strikes to count here. Pitch coming, and strike 3. A little bit of an outside pitch, but caught him swinging on that one.
Yeah, it had a little movement, a little tail on it there. Left-handers got most of them have a natural tail towards the left-handed batter's box, and you can see that one there.
Now the pitcher Toth coming in here. Tanner Toth for New Lexington. 1 away here in the top half of the first. Just starting this one here in Waverly. First offering by Houck is going to be a little low and close for ball 1.
I noticed there's 8 numbers down here indicating seniors. I didn't realize we had 8 seniors again this year because we graduated, I think, 9 last year.
Again, comes down to another upperclassman heavy group, and that pitch is going to be a little bit low for a called ball. 2 balls, no strikes to count right now to Toth.
Unusual to have back-to-back classes with that many seniors.
Pitch coming, and looks like fouled it. So it is going to be 2 on the count. But no, you're right, to have 2 straight years. So that means you had a lot of juniors and seniors, a very healthy mix. Now you're to another senior class.
Well, hopefully another good tournament run just like last year.
2-1, and that's going to be fouled off. 2-2. Hopefully so, though, for Waverly. Again, get through tonight, and then that's when the neutral sites begin. We're talking about Logan, but you get past that and talk about a great venue for high school baseball, Bob Brent Stadium at OU.
Oh, yeah, it's my old stomping grounds there.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Toth. Pitch coming, and that one is going to be over to Houck. Going to try to complete the player to first base, and it is going to be reeled in by Cross for out number 1.
Those out number 2.
Number 2, my bad.
Those make me nervous sometimes, those little easy comebackers to the pitchers. The pitchers sometimes get a little wacky in their head there. Do I throw it hard? Do I underhand it? Sometimes I've seen many of them go astray.
So with indeed 2 down, Miller coming in. He's the designated hitter for the first baseman Newland.
Pretty good sized boy here.
DH for New Lex. Pitch coming, and that's going to be fouled off. 0-1 the count.
Waverly Tiger outfielder's playing kind of shallow for a 3-hole hitter here.
Notice that coming in here a little bit. No balls, 1 strike. The count here. Gonna be outside. Ball 1, 1-1. So 1-1 the count here to Miller. Designated hitter, mentioned a moment ago. 2 down for Waverly in the top of the first. For New Lake, should I say, top of the first. And that is going to be called ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Not much difference in the uniforms here tonight. Both
No.
teams orange and black,
And
wearing solid black.
Both teams' mascots are a form of a cat, tiger and a panther. So 2-1 count and swing and a miss. Strike 2. Getting the scoreboard on over there. Can see it out in the distance.
Yeah, we can see it. Now we got it going. That was my job here for like 7 years, running that scoreboard when I was.
Have you come to get your job back? Is
Nope.
some underlying motive? It's going to be full count.
Nope, but it's not a well-paying job.
3 balls, 2 strikes to count to Miller. Again, 2 away for New Lexington. Pitch coming, full count by Hunter Houck. Is going to be a swing and a miss, called strike 3, and that puts away the top half of the inning. No runs by New Lexington, and we make it to the bottom half of the first inning with the Tigers coming to bat scoreless. We'll be right back in just 1 minute on Total Media Sports.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal. Local knowledge, personalized service, and a commitment to getting it done right. Call today or search listings now by Googling Todd Harris Realty, your hometown real estate experts. You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Back here at Waverly High School, Hunter Houck to lead off for Waverly, followed by Armstrong and Cage Alexander. The first 3 batters coming up. Todd, what do you got?
Well, you got your senior leader leading off here. Hopefully get on base. I look, the Tigers have a little trouble scoring runs, so if we get one on, I look for them, the knob to use the sacrifice, some stolen bases, so get the men in action, get the infielders on the move a little bit, and try to manufacture a couple runs early.
So Hunter Houck getting ready to step up to bat. Again, pitching for New Lex is Toth. Hunter Houck getting ready to step in here. Bottom half of the first inning, scoreless.
Houck comes in with a .275 batting average with 5 doubles and a triple on the year.
Got those top secret statistics here this evening.
Yeah.
Pitch coming here to Houck, and that was going to get right down center field, and
man.
it is going to be caught immediately for out number 1. And that was going to be caught all the way out there in center by Metzger. And that is going to be the first out of the bottom half of the inning for Waverly off of only 1 pitch. Got the swing on it.
Well, it was a nice line drive. They just had the fielders aligned right.
So Will Armstrong now. Next pitch coming by Toth is going to be called strike 1, the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike here. Gets that strike in on him. Well, again, 1 already down here for Waverly. Pitch coming, and that's going to be high and outside. Ball 2.
Will coming in with a .306 average on the season.
1-1 coming here, and that's going to be ball 2. Another outside pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. Look at that batting stance by Will Armstrong. 2-1 coming, and this one's going to be another liner, and this one's going to drop and go in their favor, and that is going to be a base hit for the Tigers. Will Armstrong able to get on first base. First one didn't really fall in their favor. The second one then does.
Well, it's a good sign. Both first 2 batters have put good good metal on the ball there. For one of them fell, one of them didn't. So
And here comes one of the freshmen on the Waverly team here, Cage Alexander, coming in to bat. Been fun to watch during the baseball season and basketball season. He's produced some big hits here this season.
yeah, he's quite the athlete here. He's had a good basketball season, and now in the baseball.
1 ball here, and the pitch is going to be called strike.
Ooh.
1-1.
That black is getting whiter, looks like there on the plate.
So 1-1 count to the freshman. Cage Alexander back over to first to Armstrong, and he's safe. Trying to make the play on him, but he slides back on the bag in time.
Cage comes in leading the team in RBIs.
1-1, and ooh, wild pitch. And that is going to advance Armstrong over to second base off the pass ball.
Hey, now get one in the grass here and maybe get a run here early.
So now runner on second base for Waverly. 2-1 count to Cage Alexander. Pitch way outside there. Can't fault the catcher for not being able to reel that one in, and that one is going to be another outside pitch. 3-1. So that's the count here to Cage Alexander. Pitch coming in a moment by Toth, the 3-1, and there's going to be ball 4. A few rough pitches there by Toth of that at bat.
It didn't look like they really wanted to give Cage much to hit there. I'm sure they've scouted out things. He's leading the Tigers in RBIs, so maybe they want to take their chances here with somebody else.
2 on base with Caleb Cox coming in next for Waverly. Pitch coming here to Cox, and that's going to be fouled off. 0-1 the count. So that's the 0-1. Toast pitch is going to drop in for strike 2.
Yeah.
Couple back-to-back, maybe starting to see what you meant a moment ago about Cage's at-bat. Pitch coming in here for Cox, the 0-2. And that's going to be a little close inside for called ball.
Buzz the tower there. You come up and in on that, and then that sets up a low and away breaking pitch if I was calling the pitches here.
See what they do with it. 1-2, and
a little too far low and away there. Nice stop by the catcher to save the runners from moving up.
2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Caleb Cox. Armstrong on second, Alexander on first. And the pitch coming, and they're going to try to make a play on this one. They can't. It's going to be way too far out of reach. 2-2. Another foul ball there.
I'm amazed that more balls don't hit the cars back here than what they do.
Well, I would make a comment on that, but I got torn into by the general last time I made a remark because he happens to park his truck right behind that dugout.
I noticed where he parked way down the line tonight.
And this one's going to go through over to the shortstop. Going to try to make the play over to second, complete the double play, which is going to be safe, looks like, at first. So can't quite complete the double play, but does get one away as Alexander's out at second.
Well, it's a nice slide by Alexander there to affect the throw a little bit by the second baseman there, trying to turn the 2.
So now runners on the corners for Waverly. 2 down now.
And another freshman,
Braylon Spriggs,
coming in with a 283 average, looks like. Need another one of those wild ones here to get a run in.
Pitch coming to Braylon Spriggs, and maybe going to try to make the player to first to put away the inning, and they get it easily. So no runs produced. A close call, though, of runners on the corners. Again, however, the out count proved to be fatal. So 3 down as we head to the top of the second inning. Still scoreless. Waverly nothing. New Lexington nothing. We'll be right back in 1 minute on Total Media Sports.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Hometown Chevrolet knows that it takes a great team to win, so we've assembled some of the best sales and service professionals in the area to help you out here at Hometown Chevrolet. Experience the hometown difference today at 501 West Emmett Avenue, or visit us online at yourhometownchevy.com. Hometown Chevrolet is your hometown Chevy dealer, and we want to wish all area sports teams a great season.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Hayden Milliken, Todd Harris here with you for the top half of the second inning, and it is still scoreless. An opportunity there for Waverly. Couldn't quite get it in.
Yeah, they made a lot of good contact there. The last one was right at the third baseman there. But good sign early, though. You got everybody putting a bat on the ball, so their pitcher doesn't look to be too overpowering here. So if you keep putting the ball in play, good things will happen.
Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors this evening, Hometown Chevrolet, First National Bank, Kirchhoff Automotive, Todd Harris Realty, Botkin Hornback Funeral Home, Quick Stop Lube and Tire, and Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies. Is getting ready here as it's going to be Hahn leading off the second inning for New Lexington. And then following him will be Stinson, then Fortner. Those two waiting on deck at least for the Panthers in top half of the second inning. And
yeah, Houck started off strong there. Then had 2 strikeouts, not very many pitches thrown, mostly strikes so far in the first inning. So
coming in here to Hahn.
One thing I'm glad of is that we did get the little higher seed than New Lex. They're the 4 and 5 because it is a long ways over to New Lexington.
Oh, yeah. That's, again, we're talking the Muskegon Valley League, swing and a miss. So we're talking teams they play like Sheridan, Crooksville, Philo, Meadowbrook, Tri-Valley.
Coshocton, I
believe.
they're in
these. There's 2 divisions of the Muskegon Valley League. And one is designated for bigger schools, one is designated for smaller schools.
Gotcha.
New Lexington falls in the smaller school category.
Gotcha, all right.
But still, they see a lot of inter-league play. Yeah. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Hahn. 1-1 coming, and it's going to get right in there for strike 2.
That's a nice little curveball there on the 1-1 count, but it's kind of like the SOC. You know, you got the SOC's divided into 3 divisions now. So
was 2, now it's 3, and the 1-2 pitch coming.
Oh, nice.
Strikeout.
Yeah, looked like the batter's up there guessing breaking ball, and Houck fires the fastball right on the inside corner for strike 3.
So Houck gets the K as Stinson comes up next, but talking about the SOC 3 and a lot of ground that covers as well if you think about how far and wide the SOC really reaches.
Yeah, now that South Gallia and Sims Valley are all in there, it's a.
There's going to be strike 1 that gets in there. Another good pitch by Houck.
Yeah, he's coming right at him here so far in the first couple innings.
Feels like the wind picking up a little bit outside, feeling it in here from an angle. Pitch coming, and it's going to be a little bit close for a called ball, 1-1.
Well, knock on wood while they're batting, but the general, Jeff Davis, tells me that he hasn't seen a home run all season. So
not here for as long as I've been here. I haven't seen one.
He hasn't seen one by Waverly or their opponents in 22 games this year. So
pitch on the wild side a moment ago brings up a 2-1 count.
But if you look tonight, if you're going to be one hit, it'd be tonight because that wind is whipping straight out to left field.
Good chance to get one in. And pitch coming, and that's going to be ball 3 outside. So 3-1 is the count here. Stinson. 1 away for the Panthers. Nobody on base. Hunter Houck's 3-1.
Right down the middle. Nice pitch.
Right to strike 2.
That's why I'm still a little surprised about the shallowness of the left fielder and the center field, especially the left fielder with the wind blowing straight out, probably 15, 20 miles an hour.
Full count.
Ooh.
And there's going to be ball 4. He gives up a walk.
Yeah, that one looked like it slipped coming out of his hand because that was well outside.
Stinson will make his way over to first. Fortner coming to bat now. Again, runner on base for the Panthers. In the conference last we checked, New Lexington was 9-6 in the Muskegon Valley League.
That's a lot of conference games.
They have I think New Lexington does have a fair-sized conference as well. Mm-hmm. Muskegon, we're talking about it's broken up into 2, but even then, broken up in half, it is still a pretty big league.
Yeah, so if you play in that many conference games, it's a lot.
Pitch coming. It's going to be 1 ball, no strikes.
It's 2 balls and no strikes now.
There we go. Fortner batting.
Scoreboard guys sleep at the wheel here.
2 balls, no strikes. Pitch coming, and that's going to be called ball 3.
Well,
3 balls, no strikes.
I might have gave him the old announcer's jinx there, talking about how he's coming right at him.
Gets the board fixed, pitch coming, and there's going to be another walk. 2 straight at-bats and 2 straight walks here.
Yeah, that wasn't really close on any of those. The last 5 have all been kind of nice job here by the senior Will Armstrong. Go out and have a little conversation with the pitcher.
Talk it over.
Calm it down a little bit and regroup and come back at him here.
I understand contests like this, district tournament at this point, the heat's on.
Well, exactly, and you don't want to give up too many free passes. Because, like I said, we've played a lot of 1-0, 2-1 games, so you don't want to be giving any freebies out here. So.
There's again to Givens. He's batting now for New Lexington. Runners on first and second, both on base as a result of allowed walks by Houck. Calls time. Gets awarded it. Wyatt Givens here. Third baseman, pitch coming, and that's going to be in the left field, and that's going to drop, and I think that might even bring in at least 1 run for New Lexington, and it is. So New Lexington gets on the board 1-0, found the gap out there towards left field, and got the liner down through there.
Yeah, it was perfect placement on the line drive there. Like I said, the outfielder's playing a tick shallow for
number 12.
For my liking there, but no, they wouldn't have gotten that one anyway because that's a line drive in the gap, and the free pass comes back to hurt here early.
Second baseman Gus Pearson coming up to bat for New Lexington. And after this, we'll be at the very bottom of the order with Metzger waiting on deck.
I'm a little surprised that the Tigers don't have the infielders all the way in.
Again, runners on second and third for New Lex.
Tigers appeal was thinking that the runner missed first base on his way for the double there, but umpires kind of looking at each other like, I didn't see anything.
There was an argument similar to that with Waverly during a game against Wheelersburg.
Yeah, I heard about that one.
And that's going to be called strike. However, in that case, the argument was won.
Yeah.
They said he didn't touch third base.
I think there was video proof that they got that incorrect also.
No balls, 1 strike. The count here to Gus Pearson. And that one is going to get away from Armstrong.
The runner didn't read it real well, so
runners holding, and
Tigers catch a break there.
Easily could have been a pass ball leading to another run. We could have had 2-0 a moment ago.
Yep.
Not to be, as Pearson comes in, called ball, however. 1 ball, 1 strike.
A little surprised the second baseman's not up on the grass here. You don't want to give him any more runs here.
And gets time. So again, count here, 1-1 with only 1 out thus far for New Lexington.
Yeah, they put the ball in play here. There's a good chance of getting another run.
And pitch coming to Pearson. That's going to be fouled off.
Now here's where you're really hoping for the strikeout if you're a Waverly Tiger fan. Down in the bottom of the order with 2 strikes on the batter here. You want to try to get the punch out here.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The count to Gus Pearson. Another time here. Getting back in. Again, runners on second and third for New Lexington. Pitch coming by the Hawkman, and it is going to be ball 2. Dropped a little bit low there.
Yeah, it was a good 1-2 pitch. Throw a little breaking ball just below the knees. Try to get him go fishing.
So that brings up a 2-2 count to Pearson. And Pearson plays second base for New Lexington, and that's going to be ball 3. Count is full.
Now you don't want to lose him here.
Full count. Pitch coming, full count pitch by Houck. And that's going to be fouled off, keeps the bat
Try
alive.
to come with a little full count change up there. Good job by the batter adjusting to it. Sometimes you'll get them way out in front on that.
Could have been disaster right there. A lot of batters could have easily been struck out off of that, but able to get an eye on it. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the count here, and this one is going to be another liner towards right field. And that is going to bring in another runner for New Lexington.
Ooh, man.
As scoring for them is going to be Fortner. He makes it home, so now it's 2-0.
Tigers catch a break there. I think that was an opportunity for the get 2 runs on that one, but the third base coach holds them up.
Back to the bottom of the order here in a minute with Metzger, but here comes Knob up on the hill.
Yeah, he's going to try to put a thumb in the hole here and before the dam breaks loose.
Talking things over, and
yeah, it's just going to be one-on-one with his senior Hunter Houck here.
Trailing now 2-0 in the second inning. Plenty of time here.
Oh, yeah, plenty of time, but you gotta bear down here at the bottom of the lineup here and keep it at 2.
Trying to at least get out of the inning at this point.
Now, New Lex, I don't know how they normally play, but runners at first and third, you may see a little movement here. Try to get manufacture this guy in from third. Sometimes they'll start the runner from first there and try to get in a rundown sometimes, but with only 1 out, probably not. With 2 outs, you try that.
Number 10.
As we get to Metzger. Again, Metzger is center fielder for New Lex.
Which usually means he's got pretty decent speed, I would imagine. So it'd be kind of hard to turn 2 here, which was what the doctor would order. But
it's been a rough inning here for Hunter Houck, and after the regroup, Houck's first pitch to Metzger. Looks like he's thinking about the bunt.
Yep, trying to manufacture one. They did try to squeeze play there, safety squeeze. It wasn't a suicide because the runner on third didn't come when the pitcher threw it. But, you got your 9-hole hitter up here. You try to manufacture a run here.
It was foul. So pitch coming here from Houck, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. Called strike 2.
Don't fool around here. You come right back at him here and get it. Throw some high heat.
Runners on the corners for New Lexington. The 0-2 pitch by Hunter Houck is going to be outside, ball 1. Outside pitch there and brings up a 1-2 count.
A little bit of a waste pitch, try to get the batter to go fishing again.
This is going to be
There's
strike 3.
There you go.
And there's going to be called strike. So now produced here and back to the top of the order with Gotke.
Yeah, you got to bear down here. You're not out of it yet. We top of the lineup back up.
Quickly getting through the order. And now back to the initial leadoff hitter, Gotke, and the pitch coming.
Nice little
And
curveball there.
Gets right in there, and nice pitch by Houck. Leads to a called strike. No balls, 1 strike to Nate Gotke. The 0-1, and that's going to be strike 2.
Now 0-2 here. Here's where if you're going to try to do the try to get in a rundown thing, here's where you would do that. Have the runner take off early from first. And
see what they do with it. An 0-2 coming, and not quite in there, but a stolen base for New Lexington.
They put him in motion, but a lot of times they'll just have the guy try to get caught up in a rundown there to try to get this guy in to score before they tag him out.
So runners on second and third base for the Panthers with a 1-2 count and time called here for Gotke.
Big batter here.
He's got some size, yeah. And the pitch coming, the 1-2, and it's going to be called ball 2.
A big at bat, I should say. You don't want to give up any more here when you're having trouble scoring runs on the season.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Gotke. Pitch coming. And that one is going to be towards left field. And that one is going to drop. That one's going to bring in 2 runs for New Lex. And it's now 4-0 in Gotke. And you're talking about that speed, of course, not with him, but he's got some speed as well, making it over to second base.
Yeah, that was a line shot over the left fielder's head there.
Number 2, Toth.
Toth up to the bat.
4-0. 4 runs in here for the Panthers.
To call this a rough inning would be an understatement for Waverly. It is now 4-0.
Well, he walked the first 2 hitters. That usually leads to bad things, And they say if you walk the leadoff hitter, they come in to score like 75% of the time.
So pitch coming to Toth. This is a swing and a miss. At this point, all he can do is try to get out of the inning.
Yeah, you're in the middle of the order now.
From pitcher to pitcher here, Toth pitches for New Lex. Pitch coming here. And that one is going to go towards center. See if they can make the play on it.
Oh, nice play there.
Nice. And he gets that one. Nice catch over there. So either way, that is going to be out number 3, but not before Waverly gives up 4 runs. I think that was Cage, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's Cage Alexander coming out there for the shortstop spot, making a nice play to save a run.
So stopped another one from coming in. But either way, New Lexington still got 4 in that inning. So that does bring us to the bottom half of the second. We've played 1.5. The score, New Lexington 4, Waverly nothing. We'll be back in just a minute.
Hometown Chevrolet knows that it takes a great team to win, so we've assembled some of the best sales and service professionals in the area to help you out here at Hometown Chevrolet. Experience the hometown difference today at 501 West Emmett Avenue, or visit us online at yourhometownchevy.com. Hometown Chevrolet is your hometown Chevy dealer, and we want to wish all area sports teams a great season.
Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal. Local knowledge, personalized service, and a commitment to getting it done right. Call today or search listings now by Googling Todd Harris Realty, your hometown real estate experts. You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Back here, Hayden Milligan, Todd Harris with you, and we have made it to the bottom half of the second inning, and the pitch coming by Toth is going to be called strike 1.
What? Man.
Looks like that one up to bat is going to be Cross. So we're to Cross, then Ramey, then Gunnar Myers.
Yeah, Liam Cross, one of the seniors we were referring to earlier.
So it is 1-1 the count to Liam Cross. Pitch coming, swing and a miss. Caught him on that one. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there's going to be another swing and a miss. Strikes him out swinging.
Come right after him.
Out number 1.
The right fielder, number 16, Landon Ramey.
Landon Ramey now getting ready to bat for Waverly. Waverly, of course, defensively, talking about tonight, but Ramey has also seen a lot of time this season as a relief pitcher for Waverly. Pitch coming to Ramey, and it's going to be called ball 1.
Yeah, Landon coming in, hitting .343, it looks like.
This is going to be towards left field and foul.
It's the highest average on the team, I believe.
So foul ball from Landon Ramey. It's going to be a 1-1 count. And Todd, if you're Waverly right now, you got plenty of time, but what are you looking to do here?
Well, you just got to get guys on base, make things happen, any way, walks, hit by pitch, put it in play, errors, something.
The pitch coming to Ramey, and that is going to be called ball.
You can't. It's only the bottom second. No need to press or anything.
2-1 to Ramey, and that's going to be another foul ball. Gets a little bit of that one swinging, but it's going to be fouled off. 2-2 the count here. Again, 1 away already in the bottom of the inning for the Tigers. Pitch coming, and
That looked like a little bit of a knuckleball or something.
that's what I was about to say. Full go count over here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch to Ramey, and that's going to be a walk.
Just like they did, get on base. So, they got their inning started with a couple of walks. So.
Gunnar Myers coming in. He's designated hitter in place of Tegan Hurt. So Tegan Hurt's out there. He's playing second this evening, but Myers is his DH. Gunnar Myers, of course, 2 Myers boys on the team.
Got a set of twins.
Yes. It's going to be ball 1. One ball, no strikes to Gunnar Myers. And runner on base for Waverly. Pitch coming. Ball 2.
Catch one there on the inside corner, put him up there in that jet stream out to left.
Both Myers twins are. They're both within 6'1", 6'2", something in that ballpark, maybe a little bit more.
I think they're like 6'4", actually.
Pitch coming, and we called strike. Still got some size to him, and it is going to be 2-1 the count. And that 2-1 pitch is going to be called ball 3. 3-1.
Yeah, you got to be very selective here. It's got to be right, perfect pitch, or let it go and come back on full count.
Now the pitch to Myers, 3-1. And this one is going to be reeled in by the pitcher to complete the dropped at the plate. But they're still saying out. They're still saying he's out. That was closer at the back.
He's saying it was on the transition to throw to first. I think he's got it right, actually. But
Myers on first base.
Quite the snag there by the pitcher. I don't know how. It looked like it was by him already, but he somehow snagged it and fired a strike to second. The Tigers are actually lucky it wasn't a double play because it was tailor-made for two.
Now to the bottom of the order with Mason Sparks. And Myers on first base. Now 2 down for the Tigers. Toast pitch is going to be ball 1. Not quite in there. 1 ball, no strikes. Bottom half of the second inning. This one is going to go towards right field, and it is going to be caught out there for out number 3. Looks like all the way out there to get that one was Fortner. So that'll do it for the inning. No runs by the Tigers, and the score will hold. New Lexington 4, Waverly nothing, with the Panthers coming back to bat. We've played 2 here, and we'll be back in just a minute on Total Media Sports.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Back here for the top of the third inning, the score, New Lexington 4, Waverly nothing. And warming up here, and it was a rough inning in the second last time New Lexington was up to bat. And they put up 4 runs in the top half of the second inning. And now we've made it to the third, Todd, and I just guess we can only hope the Lightning doesn't strike twice.
Yeah. You got the meat of the order here, the 3, 4, 5 hitters up. Just got to keep throwing strikes. Like I said, the walks came back to haunt big time there the last inning. So
Miller leading off the inning, and he'll be followed by Hahn and Stinson. So top half of the third inning, and don't like some of those clouds in the distance, but I think it'll hold.
I don't think we're supposed to get much rain, any rain tonight.
Pitch coming, and that one's going to be a little outside, but with the way this baseball season has gone in all the areas I broadcasted, I've become accustomed to just it raining on my parade. It's happened a lot during this season. This may be the rainiest baseball season I've ever been through.
It's been a brutal weather season.
1-1 the count here to Miller. No, the weather has just not been our friend this year.
It's not been very warm either for the most part.
Well, you know what they talk about with April showers and May flowers, but what do May showers bring? And the 1-2 pitch, and there is going to be, that's strike 2, my bad. So it is 1-2 the count now.
June weeds, I guess. I don't know.
I don't want to think about what that brings. Things that I really don't want to take out. I don't want to cut down all those weeds. I'm good, thank you. And the 1-2 pitch coming, and that's going to be high for ball 2. So it is now a 2-2 count to the designated hitter, Miller. No one out here, just starting the top half of the 3rd inning. Those just tuning in. D4 tournament competition. New Lexington leads 4-0. And here's the 2-2 pitch, and that's going to be a full count. A little bit high there, 3-2.
Yeah. Got to come after him here.
Again, Hahn waiting on deck, and the full count pitch coming from Hauk. It's going to be fouled back.
Mighty rip there by
Miller.
Miller. Yeah, that was a fastball to his liking. He just fouled it straight back there.
So now the count, of course, still full here. He had bat alive for a moment at the plate. And once again, the pitch coming, and
Strike 3.
now it's going to be a walk. Ball 4.
Must have been low because it was over the plate.
Looked a little close from this angle, you're right, but they do send Miller over to first, and Hahn now batting for New Lexington. Now 1 on base. The pitch coming. Swing and a miss. Caught him swinging on that one. Strike 1.
Good rip, though.
Been a few pitches like that, though, with Hauk this evening. Catch him swinging a couple times, and it's going to be an 0-1 count. Goes back over to first and safe at the plate. No balls, 1 strike. And here's the 0-1.
Ooh, nice
That's gonna be called
curveball
strike
in the
2.
inside corner there. That pretty wide strike zone here we've seen.
So brings up the 0-2 count. Runner on first. Miller's there on base. And the pitch coming over here.
Oh, that was right down the middle. The
called
batter
strike.
knew it.
And Hahn's out.
He's up there guessing breaking ball, I would imagine, because that was a fastball right down the gut.
And that's 1 out for New Lex.
Yeah.
1 away, and now to Stinson. He's a catcher. Pitch coming, and that one's going to drop in there for strike 1.
Another nice breaking ball.
So brings up an 0-1 count. And that one's
Another
going to
nice
drop
one.
in there. 2 in a row.
Yeah, that's
So brings.
it's 3 breaking balls in a row that he's thrown for strikes.
So a quick 0-2 count here. And the 0-2, and it's fouled off.
Tried to sneak the fastball by him there after dropping a couple curveballs in on him.
That foul ball, the count is still 0-2. Once again, the pitch by Hauk. And that one going to be in left field. Can they make the play on it? They do. And that one is going to be another out. It's going to be out number 2 for them. And that is going to be, looks like Spriggs out there making the catch.
Yeah, that was got a good read on that one. That one looked, when he hit it, looked like it had a chance of finding some grass. But
getting on it there. Fortner batting now for the Panthers. 2 away now. And 1 on base in the top half of the 3rd inning. And here's the first offering, and that one gets in for a strike.
Yeah.
Another good pitch.
Hunter's come out strong with the breaking ball this inning, throwing them all for strikes here. That's
Well, you know what they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, and it's worked out well thus far. Called strike ball to go, and that pitch is going to be a little bit outside.
yeah.
Evens it out at 1 apiece.
Armstrong tried to steal a strike for him there, but umpire's strike zone's not that wide.
And that brings up a 1-1 count. And time called. As Fortner steps out for a moment. The pitch to Fortner. And that is another one.
Another good breaking ball on the outside corner. You keep doing that to it, you're going to have a lot of success.
So that does bring up a 1-2 count. Now the pitch to Fortner again,
Ooh,
but not quite in there. It's going to be called ball.
kind of like to see him hold the catch here a little longer on that one, try to steal the strike.
So it's a full count. Full count pitch to Fortner. Caught him swinging on that. Strike 3.
Yeah.
And that retires the side. And no more runs.
A little better
produced.
inning that time.
No runs produced. And the score is New Lex 4, Waverly nothing, with the Tigers coming to bat at the bottom of the inning. We'll be right back in just a moment on Total Media Sports.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal. Local knowledge, personalized service, and a commitment to getting it done right. Call today or search listings now by Googling Todd Harris Realty, your hometown real estate experts.
Back here in Waverly with Hunter Houck batting. Back to the top of the order here, Todd.
Well, here's where you got to make things happen here. You know, you're down 4 with the top of the order coming up. You got to get some runners on, try to get some stuff happening.
No 1 count here. No balls, 1 strike to Hunter Houck, and there's going to be ball 1. Close pitch, had to pull back from that one. 1-1. Bottom half of the 3rd inning, New Lex leads 4-0, and there's a swing, strike 2.
Hunter trying to make it 4-1 on that cut.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hunter Houck, and that one is going to be scooped up and trying to make the play here, and this should be an easy one over to first, and they get him for out number 1.
Yeah, this pitcher's
Toth.
last couple innings filling his position nicely.
Toth found Newland on that one to get him out. As we make it now to Will Armstrong.
Yeah, Will had a nice base hit up the middle last time up.
Pitch coming, and that one, that might be fair, and it's going to drop. It is towards right field. Will Armstrong going to get a base hit.
Yeah, Will 2 for 2 now.
I believe the other one was off of maybe just 1 pitch as well, if I remember correct.
Yeah.
That was Houck before it. He got
Houck
one,
hit the first pitch.
but still only a couple pitches to Armstrong as well. So
he's seeing it well off this guy.
and now Cage Alexander.
They didn't give Cage anything to swing at first time up.
Ooh, gets back over to Armstrong at first. He's safe.
Yeah, down 4, you don't want to be getting off there, not paying attention too far here. You can't give away outs.
And there's the pitch, and that's going to be called ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Cage Alexander. And that one going to be high up. Looks like they're going to try to make them play at center, and they get it for out number 2. Reeled in out there by Metzger to bring in another out.
The third baseman, number 24, Caleb.
2 down for Waverly in the inning.
Took kind of a funky route to get to it, but nevertheless.
Caleb Cox getting ready to step in. Again, 2 away here. Runner on first for the Tigers. Will Armstrong on first base. Pitch coming. And that's going to be called ball 1. Outside pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. The count here to Cox. Pitch coming and swing and a miss. 1-1.
Mighty swing.
Now 1-1 to Cox. And that one's going to go towards deep right field, and they do back up and get it. So Cox is out. And that is going to retire the side.
Couple of nice shots to right. The right fielders caught them all, though.
That went all the way out there. Good catch by Fortner, and it is still 4-0 the score with New Lexington leading, and we're heading to the top of the fourth inning. We've played 3, and we'll be back in just a moment on Total Media Sports.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Back here, getting ready to start the fourth inning. Real quick, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors: Hometown Chevrolet, First National Bank, Kirchhoff Automotive, Todd Harris Realty, Botkin Hornback Funeral Home, Quick Stop Lube and Tire, and Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies. So still the score is New Lexington 4, Waverly nothing. Able to get at least one on base, Todd, but still a 4-0 score.
Yeah, you gotta keep packing away out of here. Got to hold them and hopefully get some base runners here before too long, and just scratch one here, scratch one there, and see what happens.
It looks like I think Gibbons coming up next to bat for New Lex in top half of the fourth inning. I will say this one is going by fairly quick. Already the fourth inning.
Yeah, for 4 runs being scored, it has gone by pretty quickly. Both pitchers getting it. And
Number 19.
it's like the major leagues there. It's like you got a pitch clock on them.
And I'll say this on the subject: I'm a bit on the fence about that.
I didn't think I'd like it, but actually I do like it. It speeds the game way up.
Well, I'll leave it with what saying: baseball is to be savored, not gulped. And the pitch coming to Gibbons is going to be outside for a called ball.
Yeah, some of those 4-hour savers are a bit much sometimes.
Called time. So it is 1 ball, no strikes to Mike Gibbons. And Gibbons is third baseman for New Lex. Pitch coming from Houck. That's going to be fouled off. So I get the foul ball there. 1-1.
Kind of quiet here today.
Top half of the fourth inning, you can hear a pin drop in here, and this is going to be called strike. Weird, almost eerie silence that keeps coming through here.
Well, that means the tornado is about to strike next inning when the Tigers come to bat. Calm before the storm, right?
Don't jinx it. I've been through some flash floods on the way home, and this pin is going to be fouled off. You should have seen it. I did a game it was softball between Huntington and St. Trace. On the way back from that, we get closer to my house, and half of town was underwater.
Oh, mercy.
And I don't even know how we got home. Every road to my house was underwater. We had to take the wrong lane intentionally, and that's going to be a bit of a pitch on the wild side. Double line, and only one lane, which was not ours, was the only one that wasn't under.
Well, shouldn't have been too many cars on the road at that point anyway.
I highly doubt it. No, there was only a few. And we let one go through, we went through, and then got out of there. So it is a 2-2 count here, pitch coming, and that is going to be ball 3. Count is full. Full count to Givens. Top half of the fourth inning. So with a 3-2 count. Full count pitch is going to be, strike 3. Gave him that one.
Yeah, it's a curveball there on the outside corner. As they say, too close to take. It's not one you really want to hit, but With this guy's strike zone, you gotta be up there ready to swing about anything with 2 strikes on you.
And next on the order for New Lex is Gus Pearson. Again, 1 away. Pitch coming by Huck, and that's going to be ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 away. Metzger waiting on deck after this, swing and a miss. I bring that up because once again we're all the way back to the bottom of the order. Only a few innings, and New Lex already went through it twice.
Well, yeah, that's that second inning there. They sent 7 or 8 to the plate that inning.
And pitch coming, and this one is going to be caught for out number 2. Out there to catch that one. It looked like it was, I think,
Tegan Hurt.
Yes, Tegan Hurt. Hurt was out there. Yeah, second baseman. He got it.
Metzger.
So Hurt all the way back there, and he got it.
Just glad to see some communication there. Got the shortstop and the center fielder and second baseman all converging on each other there.
Now back to the bottom of the order with Metzger, and that's ball 1. 1-0 the count to Nick Metzger. And here's the pitch. This is going to be strike 1.
Ball like that in the major leagues the other day. Minnesota Twins, the center fielder and the shortstop ran into each other, and they both ended up on the concussion IL.
So that does bring up a 1-1 count with 2 away. Pitch coming, and that's going to be a little bit high. 2-1. Again, Metzger batting for New Lexington. The 2-1 count. The pitch coming by Houck. Swings on that pitch, and it's going to be fouled off. 2-2.
Yeah, looked like it was headed for us there for a minute.
Thankfully, it didn't get us, and thankfully we're indoors. Kind of a narrow gap to try to get us.
Yeah, you got to be pretty precise to get one in this little booth.
But oh, my luck, it'd be me that it hits. And
there you go.
Nice one, and that's going to be called strike 3. And the score will still be New Lexington 4, Waverly nothing, heading into the bottom of the inning. And we'll be right back in just a minute on Total Media Sports.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
Hometown Chevrolet knows that it takes a great team to win, so we've assembled some of the best sales and service professionals in the area to help you out here at Hometown Chevrolet. Experience the hometown difference today at 501 West Emmett Avenue, or visit us online at yourhometownchevy.com. Hometown Chevrolet is your hometown Chevy dealer, and we want to wish all area sports teams a great season.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Braylon Spriggs coming about now for the Waverly Tigers, and we made it to the bottom of the 4th inning. Still 4-0 the score, and that's ball 1.
Tigers got to figure out how to get some base runners here to start pecking away at this.
The 1-0 pitch, and that one is going to be high up, and that one might be played on, and it is going to be caught out there for out number 1. Out there to get that one is going to be Hahn. Punches in on that, and it's going to be, again, the first out of the inning for the Tigers. So 1 away in quick fashion as we're now to Liam Cross.
Yeah, Liam went down swinging first time up.
Number 21, Liam Cross.
So Liam Cross up the bat. The pitch coming to him, and that one, they're going to try to make a play on it, and that one is going to go into the dugout. So it is going to be an 0-1 count. Cross, first baseman for Waverly. And 1 away here. 0-1, and there's
Oh,
strike
my
two.
goodness. Couldn't hit that one with a 60-inch bat.
So that does bring up the 0-2 count. Ball one. So now 1-2 the count with one away for the Tigers.
I'll be ready to swing at anything here with 2 strikes.
Ball two, low pitch. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count to Liam Cross. And there's going to be ball 3. Full count. Bit of a wonky pitch there, brings up a full count.
Yeah, it, bounced it off the plate there, I believe.
That's what it looked like from up here at my angle. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the full count pitch. And it's fouled off. And I did not hear the sound of shattering glass. And here's the pitch across, and this one is going to be scooped up. Going to try to make the play over the first. Can they get it in time? And they're going to say he is out.
Nice
yeah,
play.
it was
Love
out over
shortstop.
there. And yes, indeed, nice play, and it's going to be reeled in by Newland over there. Digital Godkey gets it to Newland, the 6-3 combination, and that puts away Liam Cross.
Well, Liam's not blessed with the fastest wheels there, so shortstop going deep in the hole, making a nice play.
Outside pitch here to Landon Ramey at the plate. 2 down in quick fashion in the bottom of the 4th for the Tigers. Pitch coming. This one's going to go back. It looks like they're going to go towards left field, and that one is going to be caught out there for out number 3. Still nothing for the Tigers. No runs produced, and the score will remain New Lexington 4, Waverly nothing. We'll be right back in just a minute on Total Media Sports.
Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal. Local knowledge, personalized service, and a commitment to getting it done right. Call today or search listings now by Googling Todd Harris Realty, your hometown real estate experts.
Hometown Chevrolet knows that it takes a great team to win, so we've assembled some of the best sales and service professionals in the area to help you out here at Hometown Chevrolet. Experience the hometown difference today at 501 West Emmett Avenue, or visit us online at yourhometownchevy.com. Hometown Chevrolet is your hometown Chevy dealer, and we want to wish all area sports teams a great season.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
And we made it here to the top of the 5th inning with Godkey batting for New Lexington. And then following him will be Toth and Miller. So back here to the top of the order for New Lex. See what Waverly can do here. If you're the Tigers, hoping for a 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, you're hoping.
So as Godkey, the shortstop, comes back up to bat. He was the 3rd time at the plate here this evening, and there's going to be a swing and a miss right out of the gate.
Breaking balls been strong the last couple innings.
That's where Houck is expelled. The 0-1 pitch coming from Hunter, and that one's going to be fouled off. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Godkey at the plate. Top half of the 5th inning. Pitch coming here. And that one is going to get to third. Going to make the play to cross at first. And are they saying they got him? Yep. So he's down.
Number 2, Toth.
So Toth coming up. And one quick out here for New Lex.
Get them up and get them down and try to get some runners on.
Toth at the plate. A pitch coming by Houck, and that's going to be ball one. 1-0.
Houck with 8 strikeouts through 4 1/3.
The 1-0 pitch coming, and there's a swing and a miss, called strike. So it brings up a 1-1 count. One ball, one strike with one away. This one is going to go towards center field, and I think it's going to drop. It is line drive, and he's going to get on first base. Toth makes it on first with what will be a single statistically, and he makes it on first base. Miller, designated hitter, coming up to bat. One on base for the Panthers.
Yeah, this boy here he looks like he can do some damage.
Miller. And we got Toth on base now for New Lex. Pitch coming, and that's going to be called strike one on Miller.
Yeah, it's becoming pretty standard there, that first pitch curveball, dropping it in for a strike just about every time.
No balls, one strike the count here. Pitch to Miller again. Ball one. So that makes it one apiece. 4-0 the score here. And here's the pitch. That's going to be high and outside. Ball two. 2-1 the count to Miller. And there's going to be strike two. 2-2.
Keeps dropping that curveball in there.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Clay Miller. And 1 out here for New Lexington. 2-2 the count at the plate to Clay Miller. And there's going to be strike 3. Strikes him out, and there's going to be out number 2.
Come back with the heat after dropping a couple curveballs in there.
Carter Hahn batting now. Left fielder. And 2 away now. Runner still on first base for New Lex. And a wild pitch. And that is going to advance Toth to second base off the pass ball. So Toth is now on second. And the count is going to be 1-0 at the plate.
Yeah, got him in scoring position there with the ball in the dirt.
1-0 the count to Carter Hahn. Pitch. It's going to be strike 1. Gets it in there, 1-1.
Hahn's been a little baffled here the last couple times up. He took strike 3 right down the middle last time up, and he's kind of looking back at that one too. So.
Here's a 1-1. And that one going to be picked up over there by Houck. Going to get it to Cross. And that is going to put away the top half of the inning. So we have played 4.5 here as we get to the 5th inning stretch now, courtesy of Matt Snodgrass. So we're heading to the bottom of the 5th with the Tigers coming to bat, and the score is New Lexington 4, Waverly nothing. We'll be right back in just a minute.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Back here, Waverly with the designated hitter, Gunnar Myers, getting ready to bat. Following him will be Mason Sparks, and then back to the top of the order with Hunter Howe.
Well, the Tigers don't get some base runners here soon. I have to pull out the old Coach Buttermaker moves from the Bad News Bears there and have them crowd the plate and maybe lean into one.
Pulling out the movie references here, and the pitch to Myers is going to be called strike one from Toth.
Coach Buttermaker is my favorite. Bad News Bears, both of them. The one made in 1976 and the newer one.
The 0-1 to Myers, that's going to be fouled off. And I will say, talking about baseball movies, at least I've never made a call like Harry Doyle from Major League.
You can't say that on here.
The 0-2 pitch coming, and
that'd been a prime pitch to duck into right there. The old 0-2 knuckleball getting away from him.
That one definitely went high and away. So
that went behind the batter.
1-2. Probably saw that, and the only thing he think is duck for my life. Get whacked square in the face with that. At least he's wearing a helmet. So 1-2 the count. Gunnar Myers. Bottom half of the fifth inning.
Well, we started out here. Toth settled down nicely. The first couple batters hit line drives.
And this one going
That's
to be
a
a
fair
little
ball.
grounder. Going to make the play over to first base, and they get him over there. And it is going to be reeled in by Newland for a call out. So Myers down.
12, Mason.
Yeah, Hunter Houck led off first pitch of the game with a line drive to center. Then Will Armstrong followed that up with a base hit to center. And Tigers look like they're going to be onto this. But Toth mixing these pitches up nicely here and settled down nicely.
So one down, the pitch to Sparks, and it's going to be right off the bat, strike one. 0-1 the count. Toast pitch. It's going to be ball one, 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on base, 1 down. There's strike 2. Gets the 0-2 count. Going to see, because there's a few other tournament games involving Division 4 in our area. See if I can get a couple of those scores. And the 1-2 is going to be
my
strike
goodness.
3. And there's a strikeout.
Catcher thinks it's third out of the inning as he rolls the ball back to the mound. But that
Not
ball, you can't hit that pitch. I mean, it was a breaking ball that was over on the white line in the batter's box there. There's nothing you can do with
So 2 away and back to the top of the order with Hunter Houck. Third trip around the lineup for Waverly.
You almost have to stand on home plate to hit that, and you're out if you're standing on the plate when you hit it. So.
And Houck here, the initial leadoff hitter for Waverly. And that one's going to be fouled off. So it should be 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count here. Quick meeting with the umpire with Toth. Talking things over, and I think he was checking on the catcher for a moment. Everything's all right, though. All's good. So 1-1, the count to Hunter Houck. And there's the pitch, and that's going to be ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to the pitcher Houck. 2-1 is going to be called strike.
Once again, those are tough to hit.
He's thrown a few good ones here, and it is a 2-2 pitch.
That one's
that
was right down the middle that time.
And that is strike 3 and out number 3 as we head into the 6th inning. We've played 5, and the score holds New Lexington 4, Waverly nothing. We'll be right back in just a minute on Total Media Sports.
Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal. Local knowledge, personalized service, and a commitment to getting it done right. Call today or search listings now by Googling Todd Harris Realty, your hometown real estate experts.
Hometown Chevrolet knows that it takes a great team to win, so we've assembled some of the best sales and service professionals in the area to help you out here at Hometown Chevrolet. Experience the hometown difference today at 501 West Emmett Avenue, or visit us online at yourhometownchevy.com. Hometown Chevrolet is your hometown Chevy dealer, and we want to wish all area sports teams a great season.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Heading here into the top of the sixth inning, Hayden Milliken, Todd Harris here with you. Real quick, would like to thank our sponsors again, Hometown Chevrolet, First National Bank, Kirchhoff Automotive, Todd Harris Realty, wonder if I know that guy, Bach and Hornback Funeral Home, Quick Stop Lube and Tire, and Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies. And it's almost like he's breathing right down my back. You're talking about that earlier.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on you. I think you're supposed to put that at the top and the bottom of the list there.
Yeah, it's somewhere
Get
in the
extra
middle.
mentions there.
So we got a double down. I don't know if was that part of the agreement?
I didn't see it in the. I didn't see the contract.
Was it that, or did you not read the fine print?
I don't know. I read the fine print. I don't know. I think General blacked it out on me.
Redacted. It's like those CIA government documents that they have redacted info on it.
Yeah.
And here is Todd Harris' Social Security number.
Most wanted list.
FBI watch list. The pitch coming to Stinson is going to be ball one. And are you wanted by the FBI?
Not that I'm aware of, but I haven't ever checked the list.
1 ball, no strikes. And this one is going to be outside. 2-0. It's count to Stinson with Fortner and Givens on deck. 2-0, and that's going to be ball three.
Yeah, got to come after him here. Definitely can't give up any more runs. They're having trouble getting. I don't think we've had 4 base runners. Never mind 4 runs.
3 balls, no strikes, and there's a walk. And Stinson makes it to first base off of only 4 pitches. And Fortner coming up next. Only took a few pitches and right on base. So again, we got Stinson. He is on first. Fortner is up to bat and coming up here to Houck again. I don't know if they're making a change now or they're just talking things over with him.
I don't know. I didn't check in between innings. I'm sure they had somebody throwing in between innings.
Well,
they
this
usually
time,
do.
Knob up there with everybody this time. Remember last time just one-on-one with them, and now they're all bunched up. Just talking things over, and in 4-0 is the score. New Lex with a nice lead here this late in the contest.
Maybe talking a little strategy here because they may anticipate New Lex trying to maybe drop a bunt down or something, get somebody in scoring position, and maybe try to hit and run. I don't know. You got a 4-run lead, you can do a little more than when you're down 4-0.
So Houck's still on the hill for Waverly. I'm guessing that's what it was. Again here to Fortner, batting for New Lexington. Runner on first for the Panthers here after a 4-pitch walk. Houck looking around.
Yeah, he stepped off. His left fielder wasn't in position yet when he was getting ready to pitch. They told him to step off and give him time to get back over there.
And the pitch. And that is
did
going
try
to
to
be
bunt.
fouled off.
So.
And runs the second and runs all the way back. Dead ball.
Keep loose.
So the count is 0-1 to Fortner. And here's the 0-1.
Ooh.
A little bit of that 1-0-2.
I'm not sure he's used to bunting much, but it looks at that one. He just kind of stabbed at that one.
So it is an 0-2 count.
Like he's swatting flies there with that one.
And the pitch. And it's fouled off. So count is no balls, 2 strikes. to Carson Fortner with no outs in the inning. That's going to be ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2, and that's going to be ball 2. So 2-2 the count. Nobody out here, and the pitch coming by Houck. 2-2, and this one is going to get through. It looks like runners are going to possibly advance here. Oh, safe. Close one at first.
It's a tough play. The slow roller up the middle there wasn't hit hard enough to get to the guy at second. Then
Number 19.
Alexander's throw on the run just pulled Cross off the base by a little.
Stinson on second, Fortner on first, Givens at the plate.
And we are going to have a pitching change now.
Looks like this, yes. Looks like we're almost certainly going to have pitching change here. So while they're talking things over, of course, the pitcher's going to have to take a second here to warm up. And overall, I mean, there's been some good pitches. You're talking about those breaking balls that were finding their spot, but overall, allowing 4 runs, and it was a rough start for him. And overall, it hasn't been his best outing.
No, you come in with an ERA of .47. You're not used to giving up more than 1 or 2. Definitely not 4. But doesn't matter if you only give up 1 if you don't score any. So
again, we are going to see ourselves a pitching change here.
I believe this freshman Spriggs is coming in from left field.
And I wouldn't be surprised, as Spriggs is normally one of the ones that they fall back on sometimes. So if it would be Braylon Spriggs, that would be and it looks like it is Braylon Spriggs. So while Spriggs warms up here for a minute, got a pitching change, going to take a brief break and be back in just a moment.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch.
Did you know Jackson is home to a locally owned and operated full-service print shop? Zip Printing covers all your print, signage, and design needs. From business cards, booklets, and posters to yard signs, banners, screen-printed t-shirts, oversized signage, and more. We can help you or your business advertise and look good doing it. Zip Printing also offers logo design. Allow us to assist you in building or elevating your brand today. Zip Printing is located in the Stockmeister Plaza at 708 East Main Street in Jackson, Ohio. So stop in or give us a call at 740-286-3023.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
And a pitching change here is Braylon Spriggs on the hill now for Waverly, Todd.
Yeah, Spriggs comes in, for a freshman, he's had a real nice year on the mound. He's got a 4-3 record with a 1.4 ERA, which is tremendous also. 60 strikeouts in 49 innings.
So now White Givens here again. Braylon Spriggs coming in relief, and see where Houck went. Spriggs
left field.
So he's in left field. All right. So got those sorted out, which makes sense because that's where Spriggs was. They traded places. So there's a change now. Houck on left, Spriggs on the hill, and that is.
These guys trying to bunt. They're just jabbing at it instead of squaring around and trying to drop it down. They're just kind of poke at it.
So it is an 0-1 count. No balls, 1 strike. And that is going to be strike 2.
Yeah.
Trying with that butt again. But
yeah, they're not doing so well with their sacrifice attempts here.
So it is an 0-2 count. Pitch to Givens from Spriggs is going to be outside, ball 1.
It was a good 0-2 pitch here. He tried the fastball on the outside corner.
So 1-2 the count. Givens awarded time. Again, runners on second and first for the Panthers. No one away. Pitch coming by Spriggs and swing and a miss. And on cue, there's out number one. As Given strikes out, and now to Gus Pearson.
New Lex coach got to be a little frustrated there. He gave him a couple chances to get the ball down and get both runners in the scoring position.
So now here getting close to the bottom of the order again. Waiting on deck will be Metzger, and that's back to the bottom of the lineup again. So there's going to be a swing, and that's going to be a strike. So 0-1 the count. Pearson. No balls, one strike. Pitch coming, and strike two. Gets in there. Pitch by Spriggs. Brings up an 0-2 count.
For a little high fastball here.
Caught it now, the 0-2. It's going to be called ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Once again, that's a good 0-2 pitch. This guy's had a pretty wide strike zone. Why not try it?
1-2 the count. The pitch to Pearson.
There it is.
And there's going to be strike 3. And
not getting away with it twice.
Spriggs strikes 1 out. And now we're to Nick Metzger at the bottom of the order. 2 away. Again, runners on bases here. Got to try to get out of this situation.
You don't want to get top of the order on deck. You don't want to go back to that.
Pitch to Metzger. Strike 1. Pitch finds its mark. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 is going to be ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And I don't know why I haven't done this sooner. And give me just a moment, I'll get to that thought here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch coming here, and that is going to be strike 2. But a lot of schools in the area tonight and tomorrow night, graduations. So, I mean, some have already, but around the area, a lot of seniors not playing in tournament games due to graduation. So, congratulations to all those seniors out there, the 1-2. And that pitch is going to be wild and move runners to second and third.
Umpire's got to get out of the way there.
So Metzger stepping in now, 2-2 counting. It reminds me of my high school graduation. We graduated in the middle of a flash flood outside of the football field.
That sounds interesting.
And nobody was allowed to have umbrellas. 2-2, and there is going to be strike 3 to get out of the inning.
Spriggs comes in and strikes out 3 in a row to get out of it.
And avoids another run coming in. Runners were on base. 2 left hanging for New Lex. So as we head to the bottom of the 6th, the score is New Lexington 4, Waverly nothing. We'll be right back in just a minute.
Hometown Chevrolet knows that it takes a great team to win, so we've assembled some of the best sales and service professionals in the area to help you out here at Hometown Chevrolet. Experience the hometown difference today at 501 West Emmett Avenue, or visit us online at yourhometownchevy.com. Hometown Chevrolet is your hometown Chevy dealer, and we want to wish all area sports teams a great season.
Tune into 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM, your home for the legends of country across South Central Ohio. Kickstart your day with local favorite Lori Graves and the Morning Hustle from 6 to 9 a.m., bringing laughs, local news, and great country music. Then join me, Christina Wolford, on the drive home from 3 to 7 p.m. for upbeat country hits, community updates, and your afternoon pick-me-up. 100.9 WXIZ Hank FM. Country hits, community heart.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
New Lexington 4, Waverly nothing as we get to the bottom of the inning. And it looks like we're now to Will Armstrong batting for the Tigers. So the second in the lineup, close to the top here.
Will's 2 for 2 on the night. He's got, is it our only 2 hits? Might be our only 2 hits.
Pitch to Will Armstrong. It was going to be called ball. Without looking, couldn't tell you, but still not many hits accounted for. I can't think of anyone else.
I think he's not the only 2 hits.
So 1 ball, no strikes to Will Armstrong, and it's going to be 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Armstrong. I believe he's one of the seniors, right?
Yes, sir.
1-1, and that is going to be ball 2. Two, 1, the count to Armstrong. The pitch coming, and that one is going to be in foul territory, but caught for out number 1.
The shortstop.
So the play made over there,
Alexander.
and that one was reeled in by Newland, who has accounted for a lot of the outs for New Lexington defensively, and he gets another one as we're now to Cage Alexander. That's the first unsuccessful at bat for Armstrong, 2 for 3.
Tigers got to get some base runners on somehow here.
1 ball, no strikes to Alexander with 1 away. Bottom half of the 6th. The pitch coming, and that's going to be ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. So quickly a 2-0 count to Cage Alexander. Nobody on base, pitch coming. And that's going to be ball 3. 3 pitches, 3 balls, 3-0.
You got to be taken here, down 4 runs. You got to get on base anyway here.
So 3 balls, no strikes. Count here to Alexander. And here's the 3-0. And drops in as it normally does in a 3-0 situation. Called strike. It's in there. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch coming by Toth. And there's ball 4. And for the second time this evening, Alexander will be walked.
Well, like I said, you got to take him any way you can get him at this point in the game. You're down to 5 outs left and need 4 runs. So
Caleb Cox now to bat for Waverly, and as we were alluding to a moment ago, 1 on base. Alexander has made his way to first. The pitch to Cox, and this one's going to be high up and fouled off. So 0-1 the count off that foul ball. No balls, 1 strike to Caleb Cox. Spriggs batting after this, waiting on deck. Throws back over to Cage Alexander first. He's safe. Couple attempts here in the bag, and Alexander gets back on. The pitch here to Cox is going to be called strike 2. Ooh. Ooh.
You can't hit that pitch. I'm telling you, it's so far outside you can't. There's nothing you can do.
No balls, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch to Cox.
Oh, that's got a chance.
It looks like I think they're going to try to make the play.
Oh,
Over, rolls
throws it
through.
away.
So Alexander's going to advance to third, and Cox is going to be on first. And a rare to find hit here, and Caleb Cox gets it.
Yeah, he found the right hole there, deep in the hole at short. Alexander was going to be safe anyway. Then they throw it away, and he gets over to third. So
now next up is Braylon Spriggs, and here comes Knob talking things over with Spriggs for a moment.
Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner.
I think so. It's a pinch runner for Waverly. Just bringing him on. And that appears to be Leith.
Pinch running for the Tigers, number 34,
Yes.
Dylan.
Dylan Leith, pinch runner, made his way to first base. Again, Alexander is on third. Runners on the corners for the Tigers.
Yeah. Sometimes they like to throw over when they get a pinch runner, and you want to be paying attention.
And the pitch to Braylon Spriggs, look at that. Towards left center.
Oh, they caught it.
Oh, my. Wow.
Mercy.
I thought, and I think we thought it too,
Yeah.
that gap there.
Probably had something cooking there. That's a big out. Instead of
Metzger.
scoring a run and having runners at first and third, possibly second and third, there's 2 outs and nobody in.
Due credit to Nick Metzger on that one. 2 down as we're to cross. Again, runners on first and third for the Tigers. The bottom of the 6th with 2 outs now. The pitch coming by Toth, and that is going to be ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes.
That is a major play in the game right there. That was a nice play.
1-0 is going to drop in for strike 1. 1-1. Pitch coming. This is going to roll through Toth. They're going to make the fielder's choice over to second, and they get him out. So that is going to be out number 3. Gets on second base, gets on the bag, gets the runner out. So we're going to head to the top of the 7th inning. The score still New Lexington 4, Waverly nothing. We'll be right back in just a minute.
Lights, camera, action. Danbury Cinemas is your go-to movie spot in Chillicothe, with 10 screens showing the latest blockbusters and fan favorites. There's always something for everyone. Come out to 119 Pawnee Road for comfy seats, affordable tickets, and hot, buttery, fresh popcorn from the concession stands. Check showtimes at danbury.com or follow us on Facebook. Danbury Cinemas, where Chillicothe comes to watch. Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal. Local knowledge, personalized service, and a commitment to getting it done right. Call today or search listings now by Googling Todd Harris Realty, your hometown real estate experts. You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
Godke coming up to bat now for New Lexington. Top half of the 7th inning, and the score is still 4-0. And talking about some big plays, we had one in that inning by Metzger. Waverly had an opportunity, and it looked like it could have been fair.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for the gap possibly, which put runners at second and third with a run in and the tying run coming to the plate. But instead, it's 2 outs and not getting anybody in.
Now here again to the top of the order to Godke. 4th time around, I believe, for them, if my calculations are correct. This is his 4th at-bat. That's going to be ball 1 from Spriggs. So 1 ball, no strikes. Again, top half of the 7th inning. Pitch coming, fouled off. So 1-1. So right now, I mean, they've held for the most part, but biggest thing is coming up on what could be your last chance. So you got to avoid any more runs from coming in.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta hold them here.
All 4 of the runs scored for New Lex were in the 2nd inning, and it's been scoreless on both ends since. A 1-1, and there's a swing and a miss, strike 2. So 1-2, the count to Godke. One-two pitch by Spriggs, and ball 1. Well, ball 2, my bad. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2, the count to Godke. Spriggs pitch coming, the 2-2. And that one's going to get over to third. Got to make the play, and they won't be able to get one because it looks like it rolled through the glove.
Come up on them there. You got to be a little more aggressive coming after that one so you don't get that hop.
So Godke is going to be on first base. It looks like Cox at third couldn't quite scoop it up. So Toth batting next with a runner on base for New Lex. Looking around. Get a runner on base. Pitch coming to Toth, and this one is going to be bunted off, and looks like it's going to be fouled off.
Toth looks like he may have a little more experience trying to drop a bunt down. He's squared around and kept a level bat there. So the other guys have been jabbing at it.
So it is no balls, 1 strike the count here. Toth.
Guys down the bottom over there kind of swatting flies at them there earlier.
And the pitch coming, the 0-1. No, wait just a moment. Nope, looking over at first. And here's Spray. Ooh.
Okay, we got a little confusion in what's going on here.
Here's an 0-1 count, and it's one way to put it. And throws it over to first, and I think maybe trying to catch him slipping over at first base, but gets back on the bag.
I can't see over there very
Can't
well.
look over first. I don't know if we're going for a steal attempt. Sure. Pitch coming, and there's another bunt attempt. That one is going to roll forward. Going to get it over to first base to cross for called out. So,
Number 27.
so there's an out for New Lexington as designated hitter Miller is next. With one away for the Panthers.
New Lex trying to add a little insurance run here.
Second, well, that bunt did a little bit of damage as it does advance runner to second base. And the pitch to Miller is going to be fouled off. 0-1. So the count is 0-1 to Miller. And one down for New Lex. Runner on second base. And 0-1 is going to be called ball. 1-1. That is the official count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Scoreboard guy's taking a nap.
But it is a 1-1 count. There they fixed it. 1-1 and a swing and a miss. Called strike. So 1-2, the count to Miller. One, two to Miller. Pitch coming by Spriggs. And that one is going to roll through. And I think that's going to bring another run in. The last thing you want in the last inning, and that is going to bring in another run, the first since the second. And Gottke makes it all the way back around, 5-0.
The sacrifice bunt pays dividends there. Gets in the extra run, make it a 5-run deficit.
Well, that's going to be an RBI for Miller. I believe we're to Stinson now, I think. Hahn, my bad. Now Hahn batting for New Lex. Again, one away. Pitch coming, and it's going to be called ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes again. Those come back in here. 5-0 the score now here in the top of the 7th. One away. The pitch to Hahn is going to be strike 2. Strike 1. So. And here's the pitch. That is, yes, that's a strike 2. So 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hahn. I might go over at first for a moment. And so it is indeed a 1-2 count to him. Here's the pitch by Braylon Spriggs. Catches him swinging. So that's going to be strike 3 and out number 2 with, I believe, Stinson next. So Stinson up to bat for New Lex, and 2 down here in the 7th.
By my accounts, that's 13 strikeouts for the Tiger pitching staff today.
The pitch coming, and it's going to be ball 1.
Only you get 13 strikeouts, so you don't give up 5 runs.
A little bit of an outside pitch, so 1 ball, no strikes to Stinson. 1-0 and fouled off again. So it's going to be 1-1. Again, 2 down here for the Panthers with runner on first. And pitch coming and swung on and missed. So that brings it to a 1-2 count. ball, 2 strikes, and steps out here to Stinson, calls time. So 1-2 the count, and there's going to be strike 3 to get out of the half of the inning. So we're heading to the bottom of the 7th with an uphill battle to climb. The score is New Lex 5, Waverly nothing. We'll be right back in just a minute on Total Media Sports.
Hometown Chevrolet knows that it takes a great team to win, so we've assembled some of the best sales and service professionals in the area to help you out here at Hometown Chevrolet. Experience the hometown difference today at 501 West Emmett Avenue, or visit us online at yourhometownchevy.com.
And again, before we get going, thank you to Hometown Chevrolet, First National Bank, Kirchhoff Automotive, Todd Harris Realty, still in the middle of the list, Botkin Hornback Funeral Home, Quick Stop Lube and Tire, and Clinkers Lumber and Builder Supplies. And that one's going to be scooped up by Toth. Well, that's out number 1 off 1 pitch and right back to the pitcher.
Yeah, that's looking like a snowy, freezing Mount Everest now.
So Gunnar Myers.
We got a pinch hitter.
Oh, pinch hitter. So coming in now is going to be, we're taking a look here, looking for it. And
Elijah Parker, I believe.
I think that's, is that Goose?
Or no. Who's number 11?
We don't have a number 11 for Waverly on our roster. So 1 down. And the pitch.
Is that Hud?
That is Hud.
It's Hudson Harris.
So there's the name, Hudson Harrison. That pitch is going to be on the wild side.
The Tigers number 11, Hudson Harris.
So 1 ball, no strikes.
Another freshman for the Tigers.
Pitch coming. And this one's going to be back towards right center.
And it's down for the hit.
Hudson Harris comes in. Freshman gets a base hit.
Yay.
Harris on, and
12,
Mason Sparks next. He comes in as a pinch hitter, does some damage here, and I believe that's only the 4th hit.
I think that's his 5th at bat on the season. He's played JV ball most of the year, but that's his 2nd varsity hit now, I believe.
So Harris on, and back over to Harris on first base. Any relation?
No.
And here's the pitch. And that one going to be fouled off.
People have thought that his father and I are brothers over the years, but no relation.
And a pitch here, that's going to be outside to Sparks.
Better watch it over there, Huddy. Getting a little far off there, down 5, buddy.
So 1-1.
That means he's packing a wagon full of hay then.
1-1. And that's going to be called strike.
That's a ball.
The ball. You see, it threw me off.
Got you rattled there, Hank.
2-1.
Oh,
and that's going to be a wild pitch, and Harris is going to move to second base.
He's way faster than his dad. What are you talking about?
Hudson Harris now on second base.
3-1 here. You got to.
3-1 to Mason Sparks. And full count.
Yeah, that's you got to do that. You're down 5, make him throw 2 strikes in a row here.
Again, 1 down here for the Tigers. Count is full. Toast pitch is going to be a walk.
Hey.
2 on base.
It
1
takes
off
something.
a hit, 1 off a walk.
And it gets to the top of the order back up. So
Hunter Houck
there's
gets back to the top with
saying there's a chance.
with only 1 down. And see, that's why Snod is over. That's why we have him playing the music. Played some Journey, and I think it pumped him up.
Is that it? Yeah.
And don't you know, he gives the Tigers an unfair advantage. And the pitch coming to Houck is going to be called strike.
We may have pulled it out of the holster before the 7th inning then.
So no balls, 1 strike to Hunter Houck with 2 on. Pitch coming, and that one is going to go towards center field. And and he still had that, but it looks like there's going to be a down Panther and
shortstop and second baseman collide out there behind second base.
Ow!
Yeah, it looks like he took his legs out from under him there. Hopefully it's not a knee injury. Sometimes that looks like a football injury. Sometimes you see knee injuries on plays like that. So hopefully he's all right.
2 down here, tending to an injured player for New Lex. So I'm going to tend to him for a moment. Look at him, making sure he's all right. And so what we're going to do is we're going to keep it right here for a moment, see how quickly they deal with him. Got medical staff out there taking a look at him as well. So again, 5-0 the score. And in the middle of that collision, it did bring the second out on.
Yeah, it looks like he's fine. He's going to be all right.
So all's good.
Down to your last out here.
And to Will Armstrong. Hound got out off of a fly ball there. So now it's down to Will here with runners on base. But see if the Tigers can do it. They've got 2 on.
The catcher, number 4, Will Armstrong.
So now to Will Armstrong.
Well, Will's 2 for 3 tonight, so hopefully he can go out with a bang here and get a third hit.
And Toth stepping in, looking around. And 2 away here for the Tigers. And Toth's pitch to Armstrong is going to be fouled off. But I think
that curved back in fair, didn't it?
Curved back in fair at the last second.
Wow.
And Armstrong is out. And that is out number 3. And that'll do it tonight. And the New Lexington Panthers are going to move on to the district semifinals at Logan High School. And the final score here, and the Tigers have fallen. The final score, New Lexington 5, Waverly nothing. And not going to see another deep run this year. But out here, of course, made it to the district semifinals. So that's where the district quarterfinals. So everyone gets in for tournament, and that is where Waverly will stop again. New Lex will move on, and again they will play the winner of Unioto and McLean. So Unioto and McLean, I don't know if we have a score on that one, but the winner of that one will play New Lexington. What we're going to do is we're just going to take a quick 1-minute break and be back with a rather brief post-game wrap-up. So stay tuned, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Looking to buy or sell in Southern Ohio? Trust the name that knows the market, Todd Harris Realty. Whether it's your first home, dream property, or land to build your future, Todd Harris and his team bring experience, integrity, and results to every deal. Local knowledge, personalized service, and a commitment to getting it done right. Call today or search listings now by Googling Todd Harris Realty, your hometown real estate experts.
Hometown Chevrolet knows that it takes a great team to win, so we've assembled some of the best sales and service professionals in the area to help you out here at Hometown Chevrolet. Experience the hometown difference today at 501 West Emmett Avenue, or visit us online at yourhometownschevy.com. Hometown Chevrolet is your hometown Chevy dealer, and we want to wish all area sports teams a great season.
You've been watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.
5-0 the final score here this evening. Hayden Milliken, Todd Harris here with you one last time as the New Lexington Panthers knock off the Waverly Tigers. And before we get to our thoughts real quick, one last time, thank you to our sponsors, Todd Harris Realty. There, I put you at the top again.
Appreciate that.
Hometown Chevrolet, First National Bank, Kirchhoff Automotive, Botkin Hornback Funeral Home, Quick Stop Lube and Tire, and Clinker's Lumber and Builder Supplies. And well, Todd, not able to get really anything going here tonight. I mean, a few hits, and that was it. But it does lead to a 5-0 final, and New Lex moves on.
Yeah, we talked at the top of the broadcast there. The Tigers have had trouble scoring very many runs this season, and it came, you don't win many games when you don't get any runs. So
Right.
We come out in the first inning, first couple batters hit nice line drives, third man walks. It looked like a promising evening possibly, but Toast settled in and basically shut them down for the most part. big play there, and I believe it was the bottom of the sixth by the center fielder. Tigers had first and third and a line drive in the gap.
That was Metzger.
Line drive out to the left center there. Looked like it was trouble, and Tigers would have had the tying run come to the plate with a run in and one out. Instead, he makes a tremendous catch for the second out of the inning and ended up getting no runs out of it. So you hate to see it. You know, you got 8 seniors graduating here. You hate to go down without a fight here. You know, 5-0. It's got to be a little disappointing. But the Tigers got a good young nucleus coming back for the future. So Nobby usually has a way to regroup and get the troops back in line next year.
So 5-0 the final score. Todd, thank you for joining me tonight. Glad to have you.
All right, I appreciate it. Sure thing.
So the final score, and don't forget tomorrow night, district championship, and yes, we will be there for that one. Piketon will take on Zane Trace at OU. The softball run continues, so stay tuned for that. But for tonight, for our stream crew, Jimmy McCormick on cameras, Julian Villarreal running the stream, and for Todd Harris, this is Hayden Milligan saying so long, everybody, and God bless.
Thanks for watching the Scioto Valley Game of the Week live on Total Media Sports YouTube.